Hey guys, it's DBJ. I've been away for a while, and this video is going to be particularly personal, but I wanted to give everybody an update as to why I was gone, and of course, as always, this always relates to role playing. Um, I'm a little older, mid 40s, wife's 50 years old, and it's here. It's this time of year. It's breast cancer month, and wife goes in for a checkup. Okay, and me, I'm not the most mature person. You get older, no one gives you instructions, and 99% of people, they go into the doctor's office and they go for their checkup, and most of the time you go, yeah, I know I need to eat better, exercise, but for the most part I'll be relatively healthy. I'm like 70-80% good. But wife goes in for mammogram. They say they need further tests. Okay, so you're like, what the hell? Right? Now, as a guy, a lot of us guys, we feel like, feel like you want to do something. Like, okay, what can I do? Should I be helpful? Should I mention it? Do I not mention it? I want to be there for you. And then it's kind of like a paralysis because you're going, okay, she's getting pissed off. You're always talking about it. And then she's like annoyed that you're not saying anything about it. And you never know what that middle ground is. And oftentimes people say, well, it's just best if you're just there for them. And the individual doing it, although you may be helping, you feel useless, So, go for second tests. They find something. So now I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what the hell? What, how does life change now? But I've had family members that have medical issues, and so like 90% of medical issues are detective work. It's like finding out what's wrong. You got to find out what's wrong first before you can solve it. So third time goes to the doctor, and they're like, well, we need to remove something, and it's not cancerous, but we need to remove it, and we have to set a surgery date. And the reason for removing what we find is because it may or may not be cancerous, and we'd rather remove it so that we remove all possibilities that it could be. And so now, yes, I am bringing this back to role playing, because role playing games have always been an escape for me for 20 plus years, and it made me start thinking about things, because this wasn't affecting me physically. I'm not going to be in the doctor's office. I'm not the one getting the x-rays. I'm not the one getting the biopsies and such. But what do I do? Where do I fit in? How can I help? And it made me think about a later video and a number of videos that people have posted about infestations. Now, I'm not specifically talking about disease. I'm not talking about poisons or anything like that, but an infestation, something that's insidious, something that keeps growing and is there in the background, and there's nothing you can do. So, first of all, I'm going to bring up the fact of disease and illness. In a lot of games, and I'm guilty of this too, that disease and illness is usually in the background. For the most part, I have never forced characters to suffer through an illness, made them roll resistances against illnesses unless they were able to adequately find some kind of way. For the most part, as player characters, I've always taken a position of, yes, there's disease and illness around you. You have to deal with the consequences. and it made me think how hyper focused I was on it, to the point of like not eating. I ended up losing my phone. Um, just just being forgetful, losing track of time. Um, there are a lot of you guys out there, subscribers and people checking in, and I haven't responded to anybody. And I love the comments that people place, the questions, the challenges, the disagreements with the things that I say, and I haven't responded. And I apologize for that. So this is just an update on what's been going on with me, and how I'm going to relate this back to a number of future videos that I'm going to do. I didn't want this to be I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I try to use things. I'm an eternally positive person, and I try to do things that will support the community, because the RPG community has always been a place that I could go and feel safe in my geeky and nerdiness and in my imagination. So I always use things as fuel, and this time, although it took me a little longer than usual, I will be back to posting videos regularly, commenting regularly, and absolutely doing another series of basically answering questions that people have had. I've probably got about 12 or 13 questions so far. I know some of you probably posted and don't even remember having done it, but I will respond to them and make videos, and to the best of my ability, give a shout out to those that have had, give a shout out to those that posted the question in the first place. So thanks, guys. Thanks for those who have are still keeping their attention, and for those of you that are now turning in, sorry if this is one of your first times hearing me and it's all depressing and such. But like I said, I try to be positive, and I kind of can't help it, and I'm going to try to use this as fuel. So again, sorry guys, but this is DBJ, and as always, try to create, because there's so many things out there that are just so destructive. So thank you again, and thank you for your attention.